Good afternoon, everyone. I can see that the light is off. Absolutely right environment for sleeping. I think as my previous speaker, Madan, just talked about the online examination. And he also talked about how he was surprised 15 years back seeing the ATM machine for the first time. When I saw his organization, when I was with Sikkim Manipal University, they used to come for the placements, and they used to come with the papers, bunch of papers. Their team of 15, 20 people used to carry 2, 3 suitcases, and they used to come with papers. I'm sure that those days are gone, and everything will be online. And of course, many of these IT companies, they're doing online. As all of us, we know that, anything you want to do new in our country, there's a resistance. We know about how Sati Pratha was stopped, how widows' marriage was stopped, how all these things had, restrictions. But similarly, we are facing, even today, the same kind of thing. You see, the problem with technology, I have to add this, and I have a presentation to be given. As my previous speakers also said, that let's try it out, because rest of the world is doing it for a long time, and everything has its challenge. Even the written papers, it has its own challenges. As moderator sir just now said that in many states the results are governed by the government. I have seen with my own eyes so that also happens. If a student is getting 12 marks, they are asked to give 35. So this is very common practices. Perhaps with the online examination we can stop that little bit. And it will also have the problems, technical problems, like what is happening here now. It is hanging. But nevertheless, we shall overcome. Every college, every institution today, whether it's engineering college, MBA college, any kind of college, they have a computer lab today. And most of them have a server. And I don't know if you know that many of these softwares, I'm sorry, there are some of the colleagues who are selling this kind of online softwares here, but we are very few here, we are talking about it. By the grace of the open source revolution, we get many of this examination software these days online, easily available, free of cost. You can download, you can try, and even you can use them free, some of them. So with all these things, we can always try, and the pilot part can be our internal examination. I'll tell you that, the business school, what I am now heading is IBM Business School, where in our campus in Gurgaon, it's a green campus. We call it a green campus because we don't have any paper circulation. Each and every note is given through the Wi-Fi network. It's a Wi-Fi enabled campus, and every note is given in a soft copy. And we don't take printouts. We discourage people taking printouts unless it is very, very important. And we don't have Xerox machine. We don't Xerox also. So with all these things, we are trying to do something different. And we do the online examination. Now the problem, initially the online examination was not accepted. The reason was mainly the multiple choice question. India examination system traditionally used to go for the descriptive or long essay type. But today with the improvements of the software, all these problems are also we have overcome now. And I don't know, due to the technology, the presentation is also not being seen. But anyway, I can talk about it a little bit. There are many softwares available online, which we can try in our internal examination, where multiple choice question, yes, no, even the descriptive essay type questions can be also put online. And there's no restrictions these days. And I think the teachers will be very happy to have their less pressure of correcting their papers, and they can utilize those time with in a very meaningful way. Because in our country, again, we don't have a system of the teaching assistant. Because in most of the countries, they feel that the professors, the lecturers, their time is very valuable, and they normally are not given the load of correcting the papers. So with all these things, we can try this, because there are many softwares you can search on Google, because you can find them open source, you can find trial versions, and you can try them, and they're easily available. And this is why it is required, because today, if we keep on doing the paper examination, when students go for their first interview, for their first placement, especially for the engineering colleges, even many cases in MBA colleges also, some of the companies also bring the server and doing their online test. Yesterday, there was a company called Tata AIG who came to my business school to take summer interns. They took the aptitude test online. And I'm sure because I've seen in all the engineering colleges, when TCS or Cognizant or Infosys, they come, initially they used to come with papers, now they come with a server. So students need to practice. We have seen also that so many regulatory bodies, AMPI, IADA, now CAT, GATE, all the examinations are becoming online. And if we don't start from the UG level, if possible even lower level from the school or higher secondary level, it will be very difficult for students to go online. And the whole world is using, the Western world, especially USA, they started using online programs in late 80s, mid 80s onwards. They had the smart classes. They started bringing the technologies of those days. And as the technology has gone a long way, we have seen some samples of how the near future classrooms are going to look like. So with all this, I want to say, just try it out. Go to the Google, search for the, trial versions or the free, open source examination softwares, and try them out. And then you can, once you are successful, you can utilize the pro versions, buy them, and they are not expensive. It costs between 3,000 to 50,000 in the international market, and I'm sure that our Indian vendors can give us at a lower price. So I'm trying it out, and we are very happy. Students are very happy. I will also request everybody to try it out. Thank you very much for your attention.